Okay, so today, let me show you what I'm doing today. First of all, today is February 24th, 2025. And I am today working on, look, I have to arrange everything in here. This is where it's at right now. It's been this way now for about a week and a half, which is great. This is tight living quarters, but it can be a lot of fun. There's no heat out here. It gets cold at night, but not really cold. And then, of course, I have to see for the weather today out here in Southern California. It's going to be, well, it's 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. it was 70 degrees, and then at 12 p.m., which right now it's at 11:30 a.m., it's around 78 degrees, and then at 4 p.m. it'll be, the forecast is for 80 degrees. And look for this new Patreon page here. You can get the books also online, and also Claremont Forum Bookshop. And here we're talking about the partnership with the Claremont Forum Bookshop and the Claremont Forum. More information at claremontforum.org. And what we're doing now is, this is the partnership to this goal, providing, listen, this is a very important partnership, to provide educational materials and books to incarcerated adults. Listen, these are adults that are incarcerated throughout the United States and Puerto Rico, I assume, and to provide educational materials and books to these incarcerated adults, friends, at no charge to the adults that are incarcerated throughout the United States and Puerto Rico, I assume. But this book is now on the shelves. We're putting books on shelves, and friends, we are putting books on shelves. We're not taking books off of shelves, friends. We're putting books on shelves. And if you want to be part of that, you can go to claremontforum.org and learn how you can either purchase one of these books, and the proceeds go to the project that is it's the project Prison Library Press, or Prison Library Project and Press, but sometimes called PLP. And this is providing, since 1974, providing books and educational materials to incarcerated adults throughout the United States, throughout the nation, including Puerto Rico, I assume. And so if you want to look more into that, look up claremontforum.org. And if you want to get this book off the shelf in person, and possibly we can meet, I'll sign your book, you can go to the Claremont Forum Bookshop in Southern California, at the Claremont, California, and you can look that up on the internet. Google it. I don't know, Google it. Okay, now, what we're doing today, friends. Oh, also, you can go online, friends, if you want. We have a Patreon page. You can support by looking at the Patreon. And if you can, if you are able, and if you want to, after you've read the fine print, become a subscriber on Patreon, and double check with a trusted advisor or friend before you do sign any documents. Always make sure you're only signing up for what you want and not signing up for anything that you do not want. Okay, friends, that is moving on from that way to support the program. Also, look at the merch store, where you can see mugs, and coming up soon, t-shirts. And if we meet you somewhere out there, we have a lot of books and shirts and tapes. We're looking at getting this programming out on more TV stations, radio shows. Friends, we've got it all. We're doing a lot out there. But the main idea here, the main concept, the main goal, if you will, the mission, is to do good wherever we are at by doing this. Putting books on shelves, dear friends. And today we're putting books on shelves We're not taking books off of shelves, as so many people are today, friends. We're not banning books. We're publishing books, friends. We're not telling people which books they cannot read. We're providing people with the opportunity to read as many books as they want to read. And of course, friends, we want to make sure that it is always age appropriate for the reader, so to speak, mature content included. But kids can handle a lot, friends, and you would be surprised what they have encountered in the real world, let alone in literature that we call fine and even classic, and even literature that might be foundational to our culture. So we do not want to ban books, friends. We want to promote and publish and provide books for this purpose, that we can have a better, greater, wider, and more inclusive, more diverse, and equitable conversation to this goal, friends, for this mission, and to this end, if you will, which will just simply be another way to, another plateau, maybe not a final resting plateau, but a way, next step for us to go even higher and even more. I don't know how much better you could get than if we all lived in peace among each other. And essentially, as Rodney King said, rest in peace, Rodney King, can't we all just get along? And this is what we're doing, friends. We're providing books. We're putting books on shelves. We're not taking books away from people. We're not banning books. We're not burning books. We're not telling people what they can or cannot read. We are providing books. We're putting books on shelves. And if you want to do that with us, provide your support by either subscribing to the Patreon and including, go to all the hashtag links, follow all the links, read the description on the books if you want a copy of the books. If you cannot get a copy of the book for some reason, you need a copy of the book, send me a letter, write me a letter, send me a text message. I will get you a copy of the book. But you need to research the book first. And then you need to tell me why you want a copy of this book, these books. This book right here, these books. This is the book that will explain everything that you will have, question you have to ask about society, our modern society, Christian society. And what is society, friends? Society is a set of rules. And society equals the behavior of the members of society. And that is to say this, friends, the behavior of the members of society that is repeated over and over and over and over and over again. This has been going on for thousands of years, possibly millions of years. And it's nothing new. This is not a sky is falling channel. We're not promoting fear here. We're not telling people get out and do this or else, or else, or else, or else. We're providing books for people. This looks at everything from, this is the humorous look at Christian behavior, friends, the extreme behavior of Christians and the extreme behavior of Star Wars fans. This book explains everything you want to know about the prequels. This takes a critical look at the prequels. Look at this. I have a page marked here. Let's see what we're talking about here. And here I'll give you a sample just very quickly here. Your book. If you are not completely satisfied with how this book makes you feel overall, when you are finished reading all of the way to the end of the last page of this book, I will not be offended. Why would I be offended at how you feel about your book? The premise. Don't you think this world might be a better place if Christians could, or perhaps would decide to, lighten up maybe just a little? That is a real and not a fake question. Think about that. I am sure that question will get me lots and lots of mail. And if not, that is just as well, because I have another book to write. Think about it. Does it look like I have time to spend reading letters telling me how to write a book that is basically already done? I mean, finished. Instead of writing letters to a book you disagree with, please allow me to seriously, let me get this correct in the book as I'm reading an excerpt from my book. Instead of writing letters to a book you disagree with, please allow me to suggest that you, number one, reread this book starting from the beginning, or number two, find a different version of the Bible and then read that version of the Bible. In other words, make that version your version of the Bible. In other words, whatever version you understand best, make that version of the Bible your Bible. A version of anything you can understand best is recommended as the best version for you of that thing. The best version is always the one you can understand best, or that talks to you in a language or way you can understand or relate to best. And there you go. That's just an excerpt from this particular book. We've got some more pages to look at, more excerpts to read on another episode. Today's program, just wanted to let you know, today's episode, chapter, if you will, I just wanted to let you know where we're going to be today. We're going to be in Southern California, throughout the Inland Empire, Claremont, California, books on shelves, Claremont Forum Bookshop, friends. More information at claremontforum.org. And you can look online, see how, look, you can get these books, friends, on the internet now. And if you are able and you want to, of course, buy as many copies as you want to, as you are able. And then if you want to make as many copies as you need, and then, of course, give away as many copies, or make as many copies as you need or want, and then give away as many copies as you wish or as you desire. Because we're putting books on shelves, friends, and we're putting these books in people's hands. And we're putting this book in people's hands, friends. And we're putting the next book that is published into people's hands, friends. And we're not taking books away, and we're not banning books, and we're not removing books from shelves. We are putting books on shelves, friends. And we're not forcing people to read books, friends. We're not forcing people to read any book. And we're not telling any person which book or which flag they have to pledge allegiance to. Hey, that's your business, man. What we're saying is everyone has a book to read or to write is the best way to go in our way of thinking, in my way of thinking. You have a book to write, and if you don't, you need to be reading a book. So at that time, you are writing your new book. The next chapter in your book quite may possibly be now the book you are reading or the book you need to be reading. And this is the book you need to be reading now, friends. And you can get this book on the internet. If you need this book and you cannot get a hold of it, I will send you a copy of this book. I will send you a copy of this book, and I will send you a copy of any book that you want, but you need to tell me you want a copy of that book. And then, of course, free of charge, including no shipping to you. And now, friends, let me show you what I'm wearing today here, now after we got all that out of the way. So I'm actually going to be wearing, today, what do I got today? Well, I'm going to be wearing these socks today. And I need to put this up as to be included in the video. I think that'll be in the video the whole time. And then I'll put this up here because I want this to be kind of there. Good. And then, so I'm going to be wearing these socks. This might be good for a thumbnail. Actually, it looked better if it was like this. I could get both titles of both books. I think that'll actually look better. Okay, so I'm going to be wearing these right here. These socks. That might make a really good thumbnail right there. Good. And then, so I need to be wearing those, but I didn't go through my backpack until I went to get these books. So now that I got these books, I'm going to move them because I actually need to get in this backpack and see what's in there. So let's see what's in there. Let's see. I've got my headphones here, Tascam TH-02. And then now I've got Living Water. This is a book. There was a guide out there in LA last 2 nights ago. We were in Burbank, and this guy was down there playing a guitar, and I gave him a $1 tip, and he handed me this book and said, hey, here's a book by the Rebel Prophet. So I opened this book, and it's the Gospel of John with notes, but this is what it is. It's the Logos 21 version. It's a pretty good version, interesting version here to read. I read through chapter 1, so I'm reading it now, Living Water, and it's the Gospel of John, Logos 21 version, and there you go. And then now, of course, I have this cable here with the brick USB, and this is of course for my Android phone and the modern technology, modern mechanical intrusions, so to speak, and things George Washington never had to deal with. Now, here's a plastic bag, always just in case, either possibly as a miniature flotation device, either something to tie another, seal another, or hold something. And there you go, that goes in there. And then some Gorilla Tape. This is not duct tape. And this is my glasses case, and my glasses are in the other building there in the garage. And then of course now I also have a scarf in here, which I'm not wearing because today, as I said, according to the report I got on the Weather Channel, as I looked online, the weather for where we are at here in the Inland Empire today, February 24. Today is Tuesday. Let me double check what day it is today. Today is Monday. Today is Monday, February 24, 2025, and I have this kind of a reflective shirt, and I wear this sometimes when it's cold or if I'm just hanging out. And then now I also have some accessories for my beard and hair trimmer on my head. I use that, it's a wall product, and here's the stuff for that. There's another beanie here, and this is the one I have there. Sometimes this one, the logo says Supreme. There it is right there. And then this one is the other beanie I have. Then this is where it's at, baby, right there. NRL. That is the real beanie right there. And then now I have these cards here from Center Point Church, and I want to again say thank you to Center Point Church for showing me the way to Jesus Christ and inviting me to believe in Jesus Christ, and for inviting me to belong to a church, a local church, and then for providing an opportunity for me to become what I see and we have been taught by many different pastors, and especially by the teaching in the Bible, straight out of the New Testament, how to become the body of Christ. And so I want to thank Center Point Church for this personally. And so I've got these letters from them that I will be carrying with me for support. Thank you, Center Point Church. And so again, friends, I want to remind you that we are going about providing books, putting books on shelves. We are not taking books off of shelves, friends. We are putting books on shelves. And if you want a copy of the books, you can go on the internet, search the books, look for the books. If you want the books, you can get a copy of the books. If you need a copy of the books and you are in some way incapable of getting the books, send me a letter. Write me a letter or send me an email or a text message. You have my cell phone number. Then I will get you a copy of the book or the books. And you need to tell me what books you want and explain to me, please, why you want the books. And then I will be happy to provide you with a copy of the books. All of the books, every single book in this series. These are only 2 of the books. And this is just one way you can support the channel, as well as the face-to-face mission that we are performing, friends, as we go about and are preaching the good news, friends. And that is that you can make a difference in this world, one decision at a time, one choice at a time. And we're not saying the sky is falling, friends. There's nobody here saying the sky is falling and we are living under a dictatorship and fascism is that we're now, all of our freedoms and liberties have been stripped away. Well, and sometimes I think that, but I'm not telling anybody that here on this platform. And I'm looking about this place where I'm living. I'm hearing the sounds that I'm listening to. You can hear the sounds I'm listening to, possibly. And this is our current base of operation. We are putting books on shelves. We're not going about spreading fear. We're providing the opportunity for people to learn and pay attention and listen to and from and with other people. This is a more diverse, hopefully more inclusive and equitable, hopefully, conversation for the purpose of creating a greater conversation that leads to in inclusiveness and diversity and in it being and they're being provided the equity in this sense, a access to a platform. If it's available to one, I say it should be available to all, if all are to be called equal. That's my feeling on the matter. That is my opinion. Some people might have a different opinion about that. I say the conversation in some way must include a thinking that includes, if you will, no pun intended, equity. I don't know that there is a single solution to that, but I do think it is one thing to be considered in seeing how a conversation might lead to a better end for all of us, without engineering an end to what might be accomplished. And this is a challenge because a lot of different people have a lot of different ideas about what the end goal should look like and what doing good should look like in two senses. What the good part of it is and what the doing part of it is, or what the doing part of it is and what the good part of it is. And so some people might look at this and say, hey, this is a good thing, and therefore I will do whatever it takes to get it done. I will slash this, defund that, send missiles over there, destroy economies over here, promote one type of government there, and destroy and lift up a different kind of government there. One that serves my interest for one purpose and one purpose alone. Ultimately, this, X, Y, or Z. That could be money, it could be personal ego, I suppose, national pride, I don't know. For many people, there are different reasons why they would participate in a way of thinking to the end that it becomes ritual to a habit and provides personal and satisfaction and enrichment to the point where to deviate from that type of mentality and behavior would be destructive to their very soul. And sometimes people get angry when you disagree with them about any type of a matter, whether that is with Star Wars or Christianity, and that's what I'm looking at with these books here. Whether with Star Wars or with Christianity, that's how I'm looking at it. In the context of our modern society, through the lens, using the lens of the King James Bible and the Star Wars original complete saga, according to George Lucas, the creator and the master of this universe, friends, that we live in and participate in, and even, dare I say, help to change and create anew every day. And that is the Star Wars universe. And we thank and give praise to the maker of this universe and to this universe that he has provided unto us. And he is the father of this universe, and he is our father in this sense. And so I do give thanks and I do give praise to the maker and to the creator, George Lucas. And now I, in reading through the Bible, give thanks and praise to the maker and to the creator of this universe that I'm living in now. I see it, I feel it, in the sense that I am here now in this physical body. And this is that according to the Bible, I give thanks and praise to the maker and to the creator, Jesus Christ, the Lord Jesus Christ. And this is God, according to the Bible. And this is what I'm saying, is that along these lines, there are Christians, and along these lines, on the Star Wars idea, there are Star Wars fans. And how this book is looking at this will be the extreme behavior of many or some Christians, certain Christians, only certain of these. Not all Christians. So you can hashtag this. Look at this, man. Hashtag this. Yes, yes, not all Christians. Just hashtag that. Yes, yes, not all Christians. And then also, while you're doing the hashtag thing, man, hashtag this. Hashtag the human social media feed. Yeah, hashtag that. The human social media feed. And then you will find more information on how you can get these books. You can get these books and you can share these books. You can copy these books, put these books on shelves, put as many books on shelves as you can get on shelves, friends, is what I would recommend for a better world for us all. And maybe you don't want that. And if so, then I celebrate that you have the ability to make a choice, and that we live in a society where we are, each of us, privileged and given, dare I say it, an opportunity to give our own opinion. And that sometimes will be to say nothing and to do nothing, and to say no or to say yes. And so now, friends, I will say that's it. Oh, I'm working on this too. I'm trying not to mess up my little setup. I got a setup right here, man. Look at this. This is a good one too. Now this is what I got to wear this coat here. So it's warm today, and I will hang this up in the car when I'm driving. But if I'm walking, I will still need to be wearing this. And I've got another shirt to wear here. It's got a collar on it. It might actually say Los Angeles Dodgers on it. So I got a friend of mine gave me a Dodgers shirt last Christmas. Okay, now, and I say, listen, man, I'm an Angels fan by birth. Come on. This is what it's all about right here. I'm an Angels fan by birth. Right there. This is what it's all about. Right there. I said it again. I'm an Angels fan by birth. All right. But I'm a Dodgers fan by marriage, and it's worked out. We're still together. We still eat at the same table. And you can have a difference of opinion, even one that you have been raised with by birth, and still get along. But what you have to be careful of is that you might bump your head if you raise up your head too tall. If this from here to the floor is exactly 6 feet. So there you go. Okay, friends, that's it. This is what I'm doing today. This was a long video. Get around to, I'll put some timestamps in here so that you can see what we got here. I don't want to see oh, here we go right here. This is it right here. This is perfect to leave you with. I do believe it's the perfect way to leave you, and I'll hang this up right here. See if it'll stay. And it's this, friends. Prison Library Project and Press. Sending books to prisoners since 1973. Claremont Forum Bookshop, Claremont, California. Claremont Forum, Wellness and Education and Arts. Book donations welcome. And at Facebook, Claremont Forum, and on Instagram, The Claremont Forum. And here it is right now. More information at, I'll see if I can bring this a little closer to the camera. And this is again, Prison Project Library and Press. And you can call that also PLP. And you can get more information on the Claremont Forum at ClaremontForum.org. And of course, what is the Claremont Forum? Let's see if this works. I don't even know if this will. Let's see. This is some old school stuff here. Let's see if I can do like an old school screen. There you go. Let's look. Huh? Title crawl? Okay. And that was it. That's what we're doing today. Let's see. This will go right there. So, oh yeah. And this is what I'm wearing today for a pair of shoes. Right there. These are Avia. AVIA. And I got these at, well, I'm not going to tell you where I got them, but I'll give you a hint. They have a big star on the, usually at the top of their billboard, wherever they are, and their first letter starts with a W, and then the last letter is a T, and the third letter is the letter L, the fourth letter is an M. And that's all I'm going to say because I lost track of where I was. Okay, so this is what I got going on today. This might be a really good thumbnail. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all those other things. Leave a comment, and if available, if you want, if you have the time, is what I should say rather, send an email and tell me why you like the program or why you want a copy of the books. Thank you and have a nice day.